You're good, babe. I am so excited that we are live on a special occasion. It's actually like Moms in Real Estate popping in with an evening live because it's probably which we never do, but it is for a good reason. If you have not heard the news, we have partnered, Moms in Real Estate has partnered with the Real Estate Edit, aka Tara, who is on here, who has built the suite. So this is a CRM, not just a CRM. It's all the things that you need in your business that has been built by a woman for women. And we've had so many people asking us, like, what the heck is this? Can you tell us about this? And so this is our live demo day, ladies.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Me too. I just feel like everyone needs to see it. And how fun is a demo day? I love this.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm excited as well. So do we just like dive right in, Tara?
Yeah, let's just dive right in. I've got butterflies. So
I love it.
So excited to share with you guys the suite. We're going to go over all the things. I am basically going to show you the ins and outs and just show you a small fraction of what the suite can do as your CRM. So basically, this was built specifically for women real estate agents because I realized that as women, we just have a different way of thinking. Like our brains just think differently than our men agents, which is fine. But I wanted something that not only was incredibly functional, but also aesthetically pleasing and fun to use, if I can even say that. So before we dive any further, I know there's probably going to be a lot of new faces that don't know who I am. So I did just want to introduce myself really quick. I'm going to keep it super brief so we can dig into all the things. But my name is Tara Krach, and I am an online business strategist and lead generation expert. I have taught over 5,000 agents how to build businesses without the burnout. And I'm obsessed with tacos, reading, and I very likely have a Diet Coke in hand at all times. I'm also the proud founder of the Real Estate Edit, which is one of the largest online platforms that was created specifically for women in real estate. We have over 100,000 members within our community, and we really focus on education and marketing and helping you build sustainable businesses. Without going too deep into things, over the 6 years that I have been building out my community of women, I've noticed some trends, some things that we see over and over again. And I'm sure that a lot of you see the same questions asked over and over again. I know Randy and Kristen are like, yeah, we absolutely see the same questions over and over again. And bottom line is that time management for most agents is a complete mess. We have too many tasks and we don't have enough hours, right? We also know that follow-up tends to be non-existent. I actually heard this crazy statistic today that 91% of agents are not doing follow-up, which is crazy to think about. And obviously we know that when this happens, leads fall through the cracks. We also know that consistent leads feel like a fever dream for most of us. We're like, I don't even understand how you get consistent business. And we know that a good month is luck and it's not a system. That's how our brains think. We're like, oh, I was just lucky this month. I was just lucky that I landed that lead. We also know that too many tools, not enough results, equal agents are duct taping their business together with 6 to 10 apps, and yet they're still feeling overwhelmed. We're not actually getting anywhere with that.
And can we mention password fatigue? Is that a thing? Like just trying to, I have all the tools, but then remembering the passwords is a whole nother thing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And some of us are not creative with our passwords. So I have my husband downstairs who just adds another number. I think we're up to like 120. It's like the same password, 122, same password, 123. And I'm like, what number are we on now? He's like 500. I don't know. So.
And then one thing you're on like 120, the other one you're on like 101 because you have how to change it. Yeah, that's a
lot. Exactly. But there's a solution to all of this. And ironically, this is probably one of the top 3 questions And that is a CRM. A CRM is going to be your solution. These aren't problems of effort. It has nothing to do with how much hustle you have. They're problems of the systems that you have within your business. So the answer isn't just to hustle harder. That's a cop-out, right? It's to have a CRM that you're actually going to use and use consistently and to its fullest potential. Basically, a CRM that works. So how can the right CRM transform your business? Obviously, it can turn chaos into clarity. Instead of sticky notes, random spreadsheets, and 47 browser tabs, I'm not even going to tell you how many browser tabs I have open right now. Everything can live in one place, and agents can see their entire pipeline, every lead, every client, every deal at a glance. And I can't even imagine how good that would feel to some of you to be able to have everything in one place. It reduces overwhelm and makes it easy to focus on what actually drives income, which as agents, ironically, we forget about in our day-to-day. We need to be focusing on things that are going to bring us money. It also helps automate your business. So the right CRM follows up instantly and consistently with leads and clients by text, email, and reminders. So no more, oops, that slipped through the cracks. Imagine a new lead coming in while you're at a showing and your CRM automatically texts them back before you even have to leave the driveway. And you know that lead is taken care of. On average, a lead will wait 3 minutes for a response from you. So when somebody comes in, they're going to wait 3 minutes before going to the next person. Over 70% of leads will go with the first agent they actually get a connection with. That's kind of crazy, right? So you think about, you have 3 minutes to make an impression. It also helps save time and sanity. Automated email sequences, social scheduling, workflows, and reminders and templates mean that you don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time you do a task within your business, which obviously means hours saved every week. You get more closings and you have more freedom and time, which I'm all about adding white space into your calendar because that is so, so important. It also helps cut costs and save you from tech overwhelm. No need for Flowdesk, MailChimp, ManyChat, Calendly, ClickFunnels, or Follow Up Boss all at once. One login, one price, everything under one roof. Agents instantly save hundreds of dollars per month while getting better results. So you don't have to worry about your Zapier breaking, or did that actually work, or did it not work? Did they get the information? Did they not? And then, of course, it builds a business that is scalable, which is everybody's dream, to have a scalable business. Instead of hustling harder, the CRM makes the business repeatable. You're building systems an assistant or future team member can step into, so you're not the bottleneck when you're ready to scale. So all of this to say, what's the solution? And that is exactly why I built the suite. And I'm so excited to introduce this to you because it is an all-in-one marketing and CRM. So it doesn't just hold your database. It will actually go through all of the moving parts that your lead needs to go through and your client needs to go through. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now and show you guys what it looks like on the inside. And if you have questions as you're seeing this, please pop them in the chat. I'm happy to answer any specific questions you have about that. So I'm going to head over. Let me look at all of my different screens. And make sure we're looking at the same thing. Yes. All right. So this is the suite. And the first thing you're going to see when you pop into the suite is called the suite headquarters. And I want you to think of this as like your command center, right? This is going to be where you're going to be able to get to everything. So the first thing is we have onboarding, because one of the things that we know is that when people start new tech, we instantly become like dumb. Even if it's stuff that you know, we're like, what's happening? And we get so overwhelmed. So we have an onboarding and setup checklist, as well as a 21-day jumpstart challenge that walks you exactly step by step through what you need to do to get your CRM up and running. And we help you build out your first lead generation funnel. So all of that is going to be in your onboarding area. Then you have your Take Action Center, which is going to be your task lists, where you can view your messages, you can review your pipelines, your calendars and your contacts. And we'll go through and I'll show you each of these individually. And then you have the tools that we provide, because it's not just doing the things, it's also supporting you and giving you the tools that you need. And we've done a lot of the heavy lifting for you inside of the suite, which is awesome. So you have your tutorial library, because we want to make sure that you get the help that you need when you need it. You have a marketing vault that's unique to the suite, a social planner to be able to schedule and auto post all of your socials from Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, you name it, TikTok. You can automate your scheduling, and then workflows. And the workflows, of course, is where like the automations and the magic happens. And you are going to free up so much time when you start using this. So when you head over to, and then of course we have our support areas, our Facebook group, our member lounge, and of course you can contact support at any time if you have specific questions for us. So when you look at the suite, we've put everything on one side, and you can see over here we have a top area, a middle area, and a bottom area. The top area I want you to think of as your CRM. This is going to be your messages, your calendars, your pipelines, and your contacts. The second part is going to be your marketing tools, right? So your branding, your emailing, your text messaging, your automated workflows, your websites, and your funnels, forms, surveys. You can actually create everything inside the suite. And then down here we have reporting. There's additional add-ons and apps that you can add on to your suite to further customize it. And of course we have our partner program. So heading over, I just want to show you what the contact area looks like. And you can see here, it is all of your contacts in one place. You can customize your filters, so you can show whatever you want to show here. You can upload your contacts. You can easily import and export them as you need to. You can also create smart lists. And I love this feature because if you are somebody that has dual purpose in your business, so let's just say you are somebody that is interested in agent attraction, but you also buy and sell real estate. Obviously, these are kind of two separate businesses. You run them separately. You're communicating with different people. You have your agent list, and then you have your buyer and seller list. So you can actually create smart lists so that you can talk only to your buyers and sellers or your local database, or you can talk to agents if you're wanting to send them value emails. So you can do all of that here. Now, when you go into your contact, you can actually see all of their information. You can put all their info in, the type of contact they are, the lead source, the website, business name, all the different things. And then you even have all the different forms. We've already created them for you. So if somebody fills out a lead form, if somebody is to fill out an open house sign-in form, I can look here and I can see all of their answers at a glance. If I have any communication, any emails, you can email directly in the suite area, and you'll be able to see all of the different emails that you have sent. And then you can also add tasks and attach it to that specific contact. You can add notes if you want to remember something specific about that contact. You can add appointments directly through there, as well as add any documents that you want to add. And then if you want to, you can automatically put them into any automations. So let's just say you found them at an open house and you want to send them through an open house automation and nurture funnel that you've created. You can add them to that right here. You also have your calendars. Let me show you the calendars. So if you use Calendly or any sort of booking software, maybe you use Google or what is the other one? Is it Acuity? Is that how you say that? If you use any of those, this replaces that. You can create your own calendars. We've already created 2. You can create as many different calendars, different booking calendars as you want. And you can set your own appointments and your own availability. You can brand the colors of the calendar, and you can have a unique calendar for buyer consultations or seller consultations, or even if you wanted to have one shared one, you could do that. If you, again, I like to use the example of agent attraction. If you're somebody that's into agent attraction, you can have a agent attraction calendar that you share with agents where you have one-on-ones with them. So you can really create as many different calendars as you want. I will take you over to my personal calendar, and you can see how I'm able to actually use both Google Calendar can integrate with the Suite calendar. Here, then you have your conversations. So when you connect everything with the Suite, if you connect your Gmail, if you connect your Instagram, your Facebook Messenger, all of those things can be housed right here. So each day I can go into my messages and I will see, okay, I got this Instagram DM, I got this Facebook message, somebody replied to an email that I sent. All of that will be right here, and I'll be able to answer directly in the message area. And then finally, you have your task list. You can add tasks as you want to, but you will also have any tasks that are automatically created through your pipelines, which I'll show you the pipelines in a second. But you can get easy access through the Suite headquarters, that main dashboard that I showed you, or you can head over to Task List and you'll be able to see each of the individual tasks that you have. You can put due dates and times. You can assign it to the contact. And if you have VAs or if you have multiple agents, you can select the assignee who you actually want to assign that task to. And then lastly, we want to make sure that you're keeping track of your leads and your clients. And we do that by creating tracks. And we've already created these for you. We've created 2 different tracks. One is going to be your client track for everybody that is already your current client. The other is going to be your lead track. And when you go into these, if I go down here, I'm going to go to my pipelines. You can see here that I'm in my client track area, and I can move my client from stage to stage. So here they're buyer under contract. Let's just say Miranda is now being closed. I'm going to move her over to closed. And what's automatically going to happen is that you can see here I have 15 tasks. But what's going to happen is anything that we have created in the workflow as far as tasks is automatically going to populate. So anything in closed is going to show up here. So if you have post-closing things or closing things that you want to do, like a walkthrough, or make sure to get your lockbox, whatever that may be, you can add that automatically. So as soon as you move Miranda over to the closed section, it's going to automatically add that as a task under that particular contact. You can also toggle in between, so you can go to your leads. And you can see you have all your different leads. So you have your new leads. If you attempted contact, automatically it would go there. Made contact, appointment set. So you can manually move these to the stage that you want to move them to, which is really cool. So if you are somebody that you like to manually do things, especially right out of the gate, you can absolutely do that. However, that's not even where the magic happens with the Suite. With the Suite, we have already built in some automations so that all of this happens automatically. What that means is when your contact takes a certain action, or you take a certain action, or a certain amount of time goes by, it will automatically move that person from stage to stage based on where they should be. So as an example, with a new lead coming in, if you have somebody that is comes in through an open house, right? They fill out your form. Immediately what's going to happen is they're going to be put under your new lead list. They're going to be put right here. From there, what's going to happen is I will have a workflow already set up, and that workflow is going to say, as soon as that person signs up, I want to send them a thank you email. Then the next thing is going to be 1 day later, I want to send them a text. So if I go into Charlotte and I send Charlotte a text, it's immediately going to say, okay, she did that next action task, and it's automatically going to move her over to attempted contact. And then from there, if Charlotte responds, it's going to move her over to we made contact, right? So we know that we have an active conversation happening with Charlotte. And all of that happens within your workflow area. So I wanted to show you this top part before we moved into the automations area and the workflows. So I'm going to head over to workflows. And the things that you can do within the workflows is absolutely wild. So when you open this up, we've already done so much of the hard work for you, friends. I just want to make sure that you know that you do not have to set all of this up by yourself. Like, we've already put all of this in here. And so your suite is pre-built with these things. You can customize, you can add new, you can delete them if you don't like them, you can edit them however you want to do it. But it's already in here, ready for you to go. So we have client flows, lead flows, nurture flows already built in, plus those task lists that we talked about in the pipeline section. So here, if I go under lead flows, you can see I already have an open house follow-up, and I'm going to open this up and show you what this looks like. So basically what happens is, like I said, if you have on an iPad, you have a landing page, right, with your open house, and you have a form saying, hey, sign in, so that the homeowner knows that you were here, and we can make sure that everybody that's walked through the house, you know, is accounted for. Once they submit that, it's going to add a tag. That tag is going to be open house lead. It's going to add the lead automatically to that track, to that pipeline that we just saw. And it's going to immediately send them an email that basically says, thanks for stopping by. And then it's going to have some information about who you are and how you can help them. You're going to have some wait times. It's going to add a task then for you to follow up. Remember, I said the next day you're going to want to send out a text. You're going to get a reminder to do that. So automatically you will get a reminder. You can even set if you wanted to get an email reminder. So if you're not somebody that wants to go in and look at the suite every day, you can get yourself an email reminder that says, hey, follow up with Miranda Hobbs. Then you have different emails that are automatically sent out, and you can do so many different things, friends, like not just emails, not just text messages. You can have different automations go out where you are reaching out to them on Facebook and Instagram. So there are so many different options. This also replaces mini chat. So if you're somebody that likes to use the comment keyword strategy, which is a great strategy, you can use the comment keyword strategy inside of the suite as well. And so we have all of these things ready for you to edit and publish once you make it your own. From there, I'm going to go over to our website area, and you have unlimited websites. Now, why would you need more than one website? Maybe you are somebody that wants to have your static branded website, but then you also want to have an agent attraction website. Maybe you want to have property websites. Maybe that's something you want to offer your clients, where you could say, I have professionally designed property websites available that will help capture leads. You can do all of those things here. So you have funnels, websites, blogs. You also have all of your forms, your surveys, and your quizzes here. But we've even created some website templates for you as well. So we have the Harlow website. And all of this is drag and drop. It's completely customizable. Let me see if this is going to open. There we go. So you can see here, this is a website that you have access to. You can go through and you can pop in your own photos, change the branding colors and fonts, and it's ready to use. If you want to create your own from scratch, you can absolutely do that as well. I'm going to show you here just what that would look like if I go into edit. And here you can see it is literally drag and drop. You can just do elements. So if I wanted to add a headline in here, I can do that. And then if I wanted to delete it, I can do that. So you can really go through it and you can make this completely your own. So websites are great for your static information, right? Things that you are going to always keep the same. But the other beautiful thing about the suite is that you can have funnels inside of there. And we all know, if you know me, you know I'm the funnel queen. I love me a good funnel. And you can have unlimited funnels in here. So a couple of different funnels you have. You have the Harlow funnel. And what this is basically your home buyer's guide. It's a simple home buyer's guide funnel. You can change it to a home valuation if you would like, but it's already ready for you to go. If you wanted to come in, set all of this up, all you would have to do is hit publish on the workflow, and this is already working for you. So it would come in, you would get a lead that comes in, you would just automatically, it would send them the guide, it would follow up with them, easy peasy, right? We also have where it is multiple pages. So if you wanted to, remember I said you could create your own calendars. And you can do that here. So what I did is I drag and dropped a calendar that I had created. Remember the buyer and seller consultation? Right here, it's there. It's showing my availability, and people can go ahead and select a create an appointment with you for a buyer's consultation. So the funnels are really valuable, obviously, for generating leads. That's where you're going to get all of your lead gen. We also wanted to make sure that everything was so easy for you to use. And I wanted to make sure that you guys had a lot of different options. And that is why I think I hit stop share. Did I hit stop share?
You did. You want it back on?
Yeah, not that one. Let me see.
You gotta give it back. It's like not.
Right, I was like in it. And I'm like, listen to me.
Give it back to me.
Let's see. Get it back on here. Yes. Okay. So the other thing that we wanted to do is make sure that I gave you guys all of the tools that you needed for your social. And so we have a marketing vault area here. The marketing vault is a really cool like bonus, I guess you could say. Obviously, this is not something that any other CRM that I know of offers, where when you come in here, you will have access to a design dashboard. And inside of each of these pages, you have agent bios and resumes, brand board templates, business cards, email drip campaigns, flyers, Facebook graphics, holiday graphics, Instagram Reel sound booth where we pop in some trending audios and ideas on how to use them, Instagram Reel templates, and just to kind of show you what the holiday graphics look like. When you go through, let's head over to fall, my favorite time of year. And you have these Canva templates that you can open right up. You can come in here, you can actually edit the caption however you want to do. And then you can copy that caption and you can pop it right into your social calendar. So again, this is just a really big bonus that I've never seen another CRM offer. And I'm so glad that we're able to offer it to you. Heading back to the dashboard, you're going to get access to all of this. We also are adding in our business tools. So any trainings, master classes, any printable forms or questionnaires that we have, business tips and ideas, just little short tidbits are all going to be in here. So you will have access to all of that as well. And then one of the biggest questions is, oh, I totally forgot the marketing tools area. Time out. The marketing tools area is where you have your social planner, your emails. And so when you go into the social planner, you can connect all of your different socials. And if you're like some of us, maybe we have 2 or 3 Instagrams, you can connect as many Instagrams as you want. So that's not an issue, but you can go in and you can create you can schedule and have them auto post. You can have evergreen posts where you constantly recycle your posts, or a reoccurring post if it's something where, let's just say each week you want to post something inside of a Facebook group or inside on your Facebook page, you can have that. So all of those things are inside of the marketing area. Your emails are going to be basically where you can send your campaigns. So obviously your drip campaigns, your workflow campaigns, your newsletters, all of that can be sent here, as simple as just adding a new email. We've given you a template here, our Harlow, which goes along with our other templates. And let's see if I can preview that template. And here you can see that this is just a quick template that we put together for you guys where you can drag and drop your own information to make it branded to you. But it's very much like Flowdesk where you can drag and drop the different elements. So if you love Flowdesk, you're going to love this. It is a great way for you to send out newsletters and keep in contact with your sphere. Also, if you're somebody that sends the same emails over and over and over again, most of us do that, right? Like when we get somebody under contract, you can have templates set up for each of those emails. So they're ready to go. You just have to change the name and it'll be perfectly, beautifully branded to you. So we also have snippets and then your brand boards. You can create your own brand voice here. So you can put in your colors, you can put in your logos. So it's all saved here. So when you go into the funnels, the websites, and the email marketing, you have easy access to your colors that automatically populates those for you. And what else am I forgetting? Reviews.
I was going to say, what about the reviews? That's always
the reviews are pretty cool. Reviews, you can actually connect your Google business profile. We are going to be doing a training, by the way, for Suite users on how you can show up in a search with ChatGPT as a recommended agent. And part of that is going to be through your reviews. So this will be really useful for you. You can automate your review requests. You can have it, you can have a workflow created where it will automatically send a review request, but also you can create widgets for your website. So you can have all of your different reviews here and you can automatically have them rotate through on your website. And then the other cool thing is, if I can find it, is it settings? The other thing is your integrations. I think it's actually, and maybe under, I'll have to look. Regardless, it will integrate with Zillow, Facebook, Google My Business. So you can actually connect all of those things. So all of your review requests will go directly to those places. So that's a pretty cool feature as well. Let's see what else. Are there other questions? I'm not sure if anybody has any questions. But that is everything in a very high level. And then of course we have, when you head over to the suite, some of the other cool features that we have is our member lounge. So I just want to take you over to the member lounge so you can take a peek at this. So if you are in a position where you just want community, you want support, we pop in here every single day. We make sure to answer any questions. The suite users have a very specific area where they can ask any questions. If you want strategy, you can do that inside of here. So you have access to all of this, as well as the learning area. The 21-day jumpstart is for suite users. And like I said, we walk you through literal, like click by click, setting up your domain, getting your email ready to use, sending your first email off, setting up your first funnel. All of that is inside the 21-day jumpstart. And then we also give you access to some other fun things as well. We have an event calendar. Once a month, we do offer office hours as of right now, where you can hop in and you can ask any question you want to ask. If you want to sit and strategize with me, we can absolutely do that. If you have a specific technical question, we can take care of that as well. So we do have the suite office hours, as well as we have different master classes that are going to be available for free for suite users, like the Agent to CEO, which is our business planning event and workshop that we'll be hosting. And it is a paid workshop. However, suite users do get all of those things included. So you'll get access to almost everything that you see on the calendar is going to be included for suite users. So all of that to say, I'm going to stop sharing that now. And I just want to head back to my slides if we can. And okay, let's go. All right. So what makes the suite different? If you haven't already seen, it's obviously incredibly beautiful, but there's so much more to it than that. It is female founded. And to my knowledge, it is the first all-in-one CRM and marketing suite that was created specifically for women by women. I intentionally built every piece, every funnel, every preloaded workflow was created with women in mind. It's designed for the way you work. So we're saying goodbye to clunky corporate software that slows you down. The suite is intuitive, clean, and it's built with real workflows in mind, not just tech jargon. Real estate specific tools and templates. So no more one size fits all platforms. From lead pipelines to listing workflows, the suite comes loaded with assets made just for agents, and then built-in content, workflows, and systems. So you can log in and start working smarter immediately. We've done all of the heavy lifting for you. The done for you marketing is in there inside the vault. You have email campaigns and automated follow-up systems. They're all ready to go. And there's no tech degree required. If you can drag and drop, you can use the suite. Easy setup, zero overwhelm. And yes, we'll walk you through everything, every step of the way. So one of the biggest things that I'm proud of is, as I was building things out, I was thinking about each of the different things that I was able to replace. This is a very small portion of the things that I personally have canceled. I know that you probably have most of these, if not more. But I went through and I did base pricing. This is base pricing. So if you have Flowdesk, Calendly, ManyChat, Asana, Follow Up Boss, a landing page provider, Typeform, StanStore, Planoly, Tailwind, BombBomb, Zapier, all of which are replaced by the suite, then you're paying at the low end about $476 a month. However, within the suite, you get your email marketing and newsletters, your drip campaigns, unlimited appointment booking, workflows and automations. Plus, and this is a biggie, I'm giving you strategy and done for you proven workflows, task management, unlimited landing pages, unlimited websites, unlimited forms, surveys, and review requests, social scheduler and calendar with automated posting, video embedding, and the marketing vault with templates, plus your community and support is $147 a month. And this is just, again, the tip of the iceberg of what this suite can do for you. And then, of course, the peace of mind that everything is going to work and not be bogged down or messed up by Zapier, that to me is priceless, because I live in that stage of fear of like, oh gosh, I hope that was connected right, because if not, then they're not getting the stuff they need to get. But the really cool thing is that this is where obviously moms in real estate come in, and I'm so excited, and I'm going to have Randy talk a little bit more about it. But if you choose the annual option, Randy and Kristen have generously offered to provide you with the Moms in Real Estate referral directory for free. So not only are you getting the all-in-one marketing suite, email and text marketing, your smart automations, your workflows, your unlimited websites, funnels and forms, appointment scheduling, marketing vault, ladies in real estate lounge access, your 21-day jumpstart, your strategy from me, your funnel bestie, but you're also getting the referral directory, which is in 12 monthly masterminds, which is huge. And I'm so excited for those. The inner referral hub and an SEO optimized profile. And Randy, please like take a minute and just like talk about the referral directory so that they know what an incredible thing this is.
Yeah, so our mastermind and referral directory is really where we are focusing our intention this next year. One of the biggest things, and you kind of know this, is like the big rooms are amazing, right? And the big groups are amazing. Collectively between us, we have like 50,000 women. But the magic usually happens in the small rooms, right? And that's where the movement happens. And so what we're focusing on is creating those small room connection opportunities, not only so that we can build true referral relationships that you can truly edify and not just like post in a group and, pray that the person's going to take great care of your people and follow up and convert them because you have a million other things to do besides follow up with, the lead that you hand off. But furthermore, where you're really going to be able to collaborate, find out what's working for people in other markets. How can you get creative and create more referrals? Some of the success stories we've seen come out of our referral network and mastermind this last year are agents who have created an additional income stream by being the connector, right? They're literally just being the connector for other agents that are looking for referrals. We have other people that have started collaborating because we've studied migration patterns together and we've shared tools inside of that mastermind that are showing like where your top 5 areas that people are migrating to your city from. And so now you intentionally are having that conversation and attracting business, right? And referral business, it's a less heavy lift for us. So anyways, it is the mastermind in itself is hugely valuable. Honestly, like my mind is just blown because first off, my friend Tara is freaking amazing. I have been, I've got around in CRMs. Okay. I've been between brokerages and CRMs. Your girl's got around. Okay. I have like tried out everything. And I have piecemealed my CRMs for years. Like I held on to my top producer for like 20 years because I couldn't get anybody else that had like good task management. And I held on to all these pieces. So first off, just what Tara's offering is like mind blowing. And from the day she told me she was going to start building this, I was like, have you built it yet? Like, have you built it yet? Because I needed it like 20 years ago. But then secondly, the other thing that is just like so underexposed inside Moms in Real Estate is our mastermind in our referral network. So it is such a huge opportunity for you to get to build alongside like-minded women, have high-level conversations that are applicable to what's happening in our market right now. And our profiles like just an added bonus, but it's searchable and you can go there. And something we're working on in our communities, both ours and Tara's, is really having our team and our staff like redirect people to these directories where you can find people, you can read their reviews. And so it's a searchable profile that comes along with it. So it just like, honestly, it's a no-brainer. I'm not like a hard sell person, right? Like I'm just not that person. But I feel like if I could just talk to each person in our communities for like 30 seconds, it's a no-brainer. You need the suite with the Moms in Real Estate bonus, and it's going to give you the best ROI, and it's going to give you the best tech stack. Like I'm so certain And I feel like that is just not a thing I usually am, because usually I'm like, well, it depends on your business. And I'm like, no, it doesn't depend on your business. You need both these things right now. Let's go.
Yeah, 100%. And like, just to give you an idea, like a very realistic idea, I pay $2,800 a month to do one mastermind call with my mastermind. $2,800 a month for my mastermind. And yet for under $1,600, you're getting your basically all-in-one business command center, because that's truly what this is. My goal is to get rid of at least 5 different platforms that you are using within the first month. And it should easily, like I said, easily be able to do that. So not only are you getting all of that, your business command center, but then you're getting the strategy, the connection, the knowledge of other incredible women inside of this mastermind. And then, like Randy said, you also have that referral directory, which I think is just such a huge bonus. And I know it's only going to grow and become like the most amazing thing. So the fact that we're able to offer this bundle is so exciting. It's so huge. And I know right now people are like, okay, well, I don't know if I want to commit for a year. Here's what I know. Here's what I know about people, right? I know that if you give yourself an out, you're going to take it. You're not going to go all in. That is 100% how most of us work when it comes to a tech. We get squirrel syndrome. As real estate agents, my biggest gripe, my biggest complaint about us is that we are always looking for the next shiny object. And because of that, we sit with one foot inside the door and one foot out. We never fully lean in to a system that could work for us because we have our heads on a swivel and we're looking for something else. But I promise you, if you are able to lean in for an entire year, it's going to take you 21 days to get your first funnel up and running. And within those 21 days, you should be able to start getting your first leads easily with the way that we've set everything up within that 21-day jumpstart. You have access to the lounge area where you can come in, you can ask questions, you can strategize, you can ask me anything. I'm a complete open book. I will tell you literally all the things. People will say that she's like, sometimes she gives a little too much information. Like I will literally tell you all the things. I do not gatekeep around here. But then the fact that you get a mastermind on top of it, I can't even tell you I will say this. I reached my first $500,000. I was struggling to get there. I could not get there until I joined a mastermind and put myself in a room with people that I connected with and could go to, and I had the support, people cheering me on. And I know there's free masterminds left and right. I know they're out there, and that's not to say they're not good, but there's something to be said about when you are invested in something and it makes you show up, and you show up differently. So again, the mastermind itself to me is worth the price of it, but then to get obviously everything else is incredible. So woo-wee.
Yes, I know. Now Tara and I both like need to breathe because we are like pumped about this. And Ashley, you're right. This is totally exciting. And so real quick, can we go back? Look at that. I can move your slides. How cool. Okay. So coming back here real quick, I just want to point out that there's like a half a dozen tools I have that are not even on here. So, I pay for a marketing membership to get those graphics like that. And I will tell you, many people know I previously had another company that was for moms in real estate. And we had an inner circle, and we had hundreds of moms in our inner circle that paid right at $100 a month. That was like our blended average. Some paid slightly above, some paid below. And the number one reason that people stayed in that inner circle was for our marketing graphics. And I will tell you right now that Tara's they surpassed that. I have no problem saying that. We outsourced it, and it was something we put in our bundle as an extra layer of our inner circle. And for years, women stayed in there, and they would tell me like, yes, we love the community, but even as our business has grown and scaled and we don't need that, we stay for the marketing. So like the marketing memberships that I know people are paying anywhere from $59 to $129. That's another savings. And I will be so transparent. I asked my marketing team to go in there because they have access, Tara, to like the memberships that we're paying for. And mind you guys, I know that I'm talking today in the capacity of, one of the partners in Moms in Real Estate, but I am still a producing agent that runs a team. And so I asked them on that perspective. I had both sides. I had our Moms in Real Estate and my production team admin go in. And it was funny because I was like, click around, tell me. And they came back and they were like, we feel like it's such a more substantial marketing offer because it's not just graphics and trending audios. It's like, you know, it's more robust. It's got deeper emails. It has just so much more. So, I mean, that is huge. And then I pay $50 a month for my metrical. So I think Tailwind is like a comparable, right? I think that's like a scheduling tool. Is it? Is that what that is?
Yes.
But I pay for metrical and it's like $50. So, I mean, this alone is so huge. And so here's my question for you, Tara. I'm absolutely sold that this is like for a female in real estate producing agent. This is the best system out there. I'm convinced 100%. What about for team leaders? Can we just address that? Because maybe it is or isn't great for team leaders, but 100%. I'm a team leader and I'm wondering because don't kill me, Tara. This is this is live confessional. But I was just like building out my tech stack, and I'm like having some conviction when you're, and obviously I'm a Christian, guys. Like I'm listening to my lingo. I'm having conviction over here. But seriously, as you were going through that, I was like, wait, what am I doing? Because I was adding to my team's tech stack, and I'm like, Tara's stuff is better. Should I be doing that? Should team leaders be looking at this product, or is that not yet here?
100%. So here's how it works. When you sign up for the suite, you get 3 users. And why do we have the 3 users? Because most of us have maybe a transaction coordinator. Maybe we have a VA that we work with when we're first starting out. So you have 3 users. You can use those users however you want. When I was showing you just a very brief look at the contacts area where you can assign tasks, you can assign contacts to people, you can assign contacts to specific agents. You can have calendars set up where it's a round robin. So if you are a rainmaker for your team and you're somebody that feeds your team leads and you want it to be fair, you can have it where it's a round robin deal, meaning it's going to go to the next person in line. Each person will get their own account. So if you have a VA and you want that VA or maybe a marketing person to handle all of your, your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, all of that fun stuff, and you want to be able to look at it. Listen, I am a control freak. I like to see every single thing that's put out before it's published. You can actually have where they can schedule it and then alert you that there's something for you to approve, and it will not post until you approve it. So you have all of those capabilities right out of the gate, right out of the box. If you want to add users, you can absolutely do that. If you have a small team over 3 people, then let us know and we can give you pricing on that. So it would just be per user. And yeah, we can chat about that too. So I have had a couple of people that are like, okay, I have 3 people now, but I know I'm going to be adding in a couple of other team members. So that's absolutely not a problem.
I mean, yeah, this is just huge. And so I've said this to Tara, I've said this to Kristen. Both of these products, the only reason they're not like busting at capacity is, well, they're newer, but they're underexposed. And now that they're combined, like it is my mission to make sure every woman in real estate knows about the suite with the Moms in Real Estate bonus and Mastermind, because it is just such a no-brainer. So I'm so excited about this. And I can't wait to just continue to offer this. So how does somebody sign up? I mean, it's ready, right? Like they can sign up today.
Yeah, it's ready. So I'm going to have you or Allie or whoever pop your link in the comments so that people can check it out. There's also, obviously you can watch the replay, but there's another demo if you wanted to, if you're like, you kind of flew through that. I want to take another peek at it. I want to look at it again. I say things kind of differently in that one, so you can rewatch another demo if that's your speed. If you have questions, you can email me at hello@therealestateedit.co. I'm happy to answer any questions. If you have a tool that you're like, will it replace this? Or can it do this? Or I can't live without this tool. Like, will this, I will tell you all the things. So feel free to reach out to me if you have questions. And then I am going to have Randy, you guys go ahead and put your link below so that people can check it out. And we're ready for you. So please jump on in.
Yeah, I love that. I just grabbed it. Other things. I want to wrap on this note. So this is also, it's weird. The link is there, but our team will put it on the actual like threads of all the different places we're streaming so that you guys can see it. So we'll go through and drop it everywhere. But you can also just DM our team, and we'll get it for you. But the other thing that I'm so excited to announce is in our collaboration, the other thing that we're going to be doing is Tara and I are going to be coming live and bringing back our monthly marketing meetup. So again, you know, mine and Kristen's heart with Moms in Real Estate is to be your one-stop resource for all the things in real estate, and to really vet everything that you need, so that when you do, you know, find a tool, a system, a product, a person, a vendor inside of our community, you're not like, oh goodness, like having to learn through failure and making the wrong mistake. Kristen and I have done that for you and spent millions of dollars doing it. So now we have all the best people. And on that note, one of the things that was really, really popular before we took summer break of 2025 was our marketing meetup, where every single month we met up for 30 minutes and we would go over what's working now in marketing, what's effective. We would answer your marketing questions. We would talk tech tools, all the things. I will say we're probably going to talk a whole lot of the suite on that. But that said, Tara and I are going to be doing that each month, the second Tuesday of the month, right, friend?
Yeah, I think
yes.
so. Yep.
I love how I put you in the hot seat. I picked the day, but no, it is the second Tuesday of each month. But if you are looking for that, just always remember at the top of our community on the cover photo, it always says everything that we have going on. So Tara and I will be going live every single month. We'll be talking all things marketing with you. We will demonstrate things from the suite, but this is going to be valuable outside of the suite as real estate agents, how to generate more leads in your business, how to better serve, all the things. So mark your calendars. You'll want to join Tara and I for that. And then, reach out to us for anything on the suite or the mastermind. And we're just so excited to get to be your space and your community to help elevate your business and empower you. So thanks, friend. Thanks for hanging out with me in the evening.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Yes, me too. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.